Joining me in the studio is the news analyst and social commentator, Dorcas Gwata. Thanks very much indeed for joining us, Dorcas. The Nigerian military have responded, saying this report smacks of extreme bias and expressing anger that individual officers have been named and, in their words, had their careers and reputations rubbished. What should we make of their response? Rather than saying that they'll investigate it, should they have responded this way?
Well, we can have some confidence in the research process. This is a very strong research. The strength of the research is evidenced by interviews, by videos, by all sorts of evidence that's come through. Amnesty International has a very good record of trailing down human rights crisis around the world. But Charles, wars are problematic. They're terribly messy. And this is a regional war. And in the African context, we've seen it take a very long time. Charles Taylor, that took a very long time to trail him down. You remember Kenyan President Uhuru had a stamp on him, and in fact that was stripped off. So yeah, I have very real good confidence in the research itself. But how will Buhari handle this? It didn't happen in his clock. So are we going to toss around the ball and say, well, actually, it wasn't me? I think, in my view, what will test Buhari's leadership is how he handles this. This is his test. That's
a very good point. And of course, the fact that he is now in charge means that some of the, I mean, obviously Boko Haram is not going away, it hasn't gone away. So that means that the climate where Boko Haram jihadists are carrying out these unspeakable crimes and violations of human rights against Nigerian citizens will keep presenting the opportunity for the Nigerian military to respond in a way that is hard and, you know, tough. And that suggests that this will not end, that the Nigerian army will continue to perhaps sink to the level of Boko Haram.
It will, but I have some confidence in the fact that Mr. Buhari is a general himself. He has a very strong, credible, to be fair to some extent, military background. He will want to use all he can to not tarnish Nigeria as a country with bad human rights record. What does he have around him at his disposal to bring this to account? Listen, there will be a couple of people who will be very unhappy and uncomfortable by the fact that their names have been named. This has ripple effects, and it rolls out in many different ways in Africa. How he reins them in and pulls them through will be very difficult. Boko Haram is raining down, and we're calming down in a very, very unstable country. But I find this is going to be very problematic because this is a regional. This became initially a Nigerian problem, which rolled out into the region. So two things strike out to me. It's a regional problem, but also the Nigerian army was never well taken care of by Jonathan. And there will be those who have been named today who will say, well, this is not on me. Ask Jonathan, bring him back and ask him why he did not take care of his army. So there are many different strands that in the end, I think, may not actually lead to any conviction.